south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, are the blue lady? Check.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play fake. Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Next to score, Chiefs 7, Chargers nothing. Harrison Butker set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Okay, ready?
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Go.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So following the run by
70,
Gordon, here's
80.
1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, let's get that ball, D.
Now. Leo.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Look at me. Door. Big grip.
From the gun, Sampson gets it to Gordon. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line.
Get it.
Now Gordon on 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go. Slam. Watch the edge.
Ready.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Set, ready. 18 Gator.
Exit.
Smoke.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Hard.
You can't block me. You can't.
Hit it.
On 3rd and 2, Sampson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
48-yard attempt.
Marley, find a dress. Just find something to put on.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
49's the mic.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Come on.
That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Yellow, yellow. I've got blue, lady.
Two tights.
Right side.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Dustin Colquitt on to punt. We'll likely see brother Britton on the other side get a chance later. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
44's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Now.
On first down, Gordon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Darren Lee there to get him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey. High 7.
6 the mic.
Yep.
6 is the mic.
Hey, lock it.
Back.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Sampson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Saw man coverage on the perimeter, and that was a pretty good throw. And it's one of those ones that wasn't an easy catch, but it's one that he thinks that he should have come down with, although I'm sure the opposing cornerback would beg to differ.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Topper!
Rush in. Hey, Mike's 50.
Hey, Echo, you're out.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Looking to throw. Sampson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags.
Boom.
And I believe this is going to be a first
Sack,
down.
Baby. Sack.
Here we go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Slam.
General West.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, check 24. Watch 22.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Protect yourself, baby.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
56. Mike, 56. Right
Look, squeeze.
Operating from the gun, Sampson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44.
Hey, Sam on.
It's our time. It's our time. Check, 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 check. Safe.
Coming.
Back to throw. Sampson. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
As mentioned, here's the younger brother of Dustin. This is Brenton Colquitt to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
with no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Fan.
36. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Rock it.
Watch that.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Tighten up.
Check.
Hey, check 24.
And that'll set him back 5.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
50, Mike's 50.
I'm going to run you over.
Get it.
To throw on second down, Sampson. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
44, Mike, 44.
Hey. Leo.
Check.
My new controller broke too?
So that'll back him up 5.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Switch.
Blue draw corkers. Ready, ready.
They run it here with Gordon. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Yeah, baby.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check the backer, check the backer. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
A toss play, Gordon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Tight end's right. We got three down, 3 down.
Look at me. Door.
Fresno.
5.
From the gun, Sampson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Gets out of a little bit of trouble there with a shifty move. He'll take it up past the 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 7.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You don't know no better.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
On the double.
Mike 50. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now.
They'll start by run and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ready, ready.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long.
Alert.
Hard.
Alert 3.
Take go.
Off the play fake, Sampson. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You gotta go, baby.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Let's get this ball back for the offense.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. They get the versatile Cameron Irving that time, former first-round pick out of Florida State. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, rip list.
Check three.
Hey, color. 15.
50.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, lock it.
Watch the twist.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, exit.
Wide. Get wide.
Go. Look. Squeeze.
Bang, 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 bang. You go tight. You got tight. You got.
Hey, Sam on.
Switch.
Check. Fan. Rock it. Hey.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Man moving. You got to get that. Check 9. Deuce. Check. Lucky. Check 13.
Leo!
Check hot route. Hot.
On first down, Sampson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Ready,
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Greystone travel.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready?
Mike, 44's Mike. Check. Come on, baby. Let's see.
Protein spill. Look at me. Door. Clear.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Pick the edge. Come.
Look at me. Zipper.
Shift.
Hard. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Sampson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Matchbox lights. Gone.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Oh, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, let's get this.
Hey, wahoo.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Don't let him breathe.
But
Don't let him breathe. Play
Hey, lock it.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
Switch.
Looking to throw. Sampson. Open man, it's Allen. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and
Let's pin
10.
the mirrors back and go full strength.
Check 43. Hey, alert 3.
Check 52.
On the ball. Big rip.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Here we go.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Here I come. Check three, check three, check three.
Get it.
From the gun, Sampson. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Bandit. Hatchet. Hatchet. He's coming. Double up. Double up.
Ready, ready.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's a 2nd missed field goal here in this 1st half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Look up the word motivating and inspiring.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
218, chop.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Let's go.
Advice you have for your future self. Motivate to be a better person, make good decisions, be a leader, stuff like that.
Ready,
They're
set.
backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Get him.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50.
5.
Operating from the gun, Sampson. Benjamin's got it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Time to go. Night, night.
Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sampson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
brings up
So,
third
Charles,
down
tie
and
game here.
13.
What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points?
And break this tie. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Come back.
Here I come.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Taken in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Come on, D.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive.
Oh. Hi, Marley.
Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Right there, 56. I got him. Check 37. Check 37.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Right on.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 35-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
There it is, kid. There it is. Hey, baby.
Yellow. There's a wide right.
Mike, 49.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He finds Robinson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Not today, you aren't. Not today.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yellow. Arms are blue, lady. Hey, yellow, hey, go going.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Here we go.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Watch the run.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Hey, 57.
49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Yo.
On third and long, it's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Nope.
Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Chargers
Good
take
work,
over
boys.
first
Let's go.
and 10
Let's go.
at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go.
Get it.
From the gun, Sampson. And this is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And now it's second down.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Look, squeeze.
Check 31.
Hey, Sam on.
Watch Twiz.
49, check 49, check 49. Now.
Shut down. Motion, check. Shift. Mike's 50. Let's go, defense.
Set, go.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start.
Okay, ready?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check nickel. Chef.
Hey!
I got it.
Rock it.
Flare.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Sampson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go!
Watch twist. Check safety.
Leo!
Switch gears.
Look at me! Door! Hit it!
From the gun, Sampson. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Armani Watts. The intended receiver there, Allen. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But the football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. On first down, Gordon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down, Sampson going for it all. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
From the gun on third down, Sampson. And Allen's got it. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Soft, baby. That's baby soft. Check. Go. It's run. They running.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
SOS.
Here's Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. and they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Is good. That ties the game at 14. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I'm coming after you.
Yellow.
I'm coming after you.
Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the return will stop right around the 25. So how about that for a momentum switch?
Man, Saint, man.
You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Kill.
Yep. 6-6, bullet high. Go.
Now Gordon.
Run.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Double tight. Hey, 4 down.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. Mike 50. Here we go. Here we go. Here we get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with a tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range.
6 guy. Check 6 guy. No. Off.
Ready.
On second down now, it's Gordon, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the
Marley, don't play like that, baby.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Next the score, Chargers 21, Chiefs 14.
Marley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Run it. 49's the mic.
Back to throw.
Set the terms, defense. Let's go.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jerry Tillery in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Ready up.
56. Mike's 56. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This is Gordon as they go to him again. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Lightning. Snap.
On 3rd down, Sampson sets up the screen to Gordon. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the I. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Hey, watch edge, watch edge. Back. Go.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Rip left. Rush in. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And that's off the right upright. It might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.